Oyster catchers, eh? So do they eat oysters?
No.
What, really?
No.
What?
They're just called oyster catchers. They eat like small invertebrates.
Huh. Hey, Mark. Oh, hey, Mark. Didn't see you there.
Oh, hey Taylor, how's it going?
Just hanging out here on the flats in Ucluelet, I see.
Oh yeah. Can't get enough of these beautiful mudflats.
All right, Mark, so I told everybody that you're the bird expert. So what the heck's going on with birds and the mudflats?
Well, I'll tell you, Taylor, if there's one thing I love more than birds, it's a good deal. And with mudflats, you're getting 2 ecosystems for the price of 1. What we've got here is actually pretty cool. All those black birds, they might look like crows, but they're actually black oyster catchers. So oyster catchers are these really cool shorebirds. You typically see them in like rocky, exposed, surf-pounded, crashing wave type of areas. But here on a low tide, they've come all the way up into the Ucluelet Inlet, and they're feeding on their favorite little foods, little tiny invertebrates. They can
Oyster catchers, eh? So do they eat oysters?
No.
What, really?
No.
What?
They're just called oyster catchers. They eat like small invertebrates.
Huh. So, Mark, I heard that different birds have different bill lengths, and they can access different layers in the mud. Is this true?
It's super true. You better believe it, baby. The thing with shorebirds that's really cool is you can have a big flock, all different species, and yet you'll see them spreading out to access different parts of the mudflat. So you've got some species like the long-billed curlew or the whimbrel. They've got these super long, decurved bills, and they can use those to probe deep down into the sand or the mud. They can get 5-6 inches down and pull out stuff that there's no chance a smaller bird could get. Then you've got birds like a dowitcher, like a long-billed dowitcher, a short-billed dowitcher, and they've got this really stout, straight, kind of mid-length bill, and they'll just probe, especially in soft substrate, and it almost looks like a little sewing machine, and they'll pull out stuff that's not quite as deep, but it's still deeper than, right under the surface. And then usually your smallest species, so like your Lee sandpiper, western sandpiper, they've got this tiny little bill, and you'll see them running around and they're picking food up right off the surface. So they might be getting super tiny little invertebrates like this little fly here. In some places, they can even filter out a 1-cell thick layer of diatoms that form in certain shallow areas. And so these birds are basically eating these really lipid-rich, fat-rich algae to get their energy.
Wow, Mark, thanks for that great lesson. We'll see you around town.
Hey Taylor, anytime. I'll oyster catch you later. Now keep it down. I'm gonna try and sneak up on my little buddies.